What's up, guys? It's your boy DS, and today I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about Wingrave and break down his kit so that you guys can have a better understanding of how this class or his class works and the things that he is supposed to be doing as far as Wayfinders goes. So starting off, Wingrave is a Templar clad in spell-forged armor and sustained by his faith in the Architects. He's a natural leader and true champion, always ready to defend the innocent and to smite the forces of evil. Now, as you guys can see right here, his difficulty is very low. He is easily the easiest character in the game. So for anyone that's very new to the game, they don't know what to play, and they want to just kind of learn the game before they, end up choosing exactly what Wayfinder they want to go with, Wingrave is going to be a very good character to start off with. Wingrave excels at close combat. He specializes in supporting allies, summoning shields of light, and healing his allies, even as he calls down divine judgment on his enemies. And as you guys see right here, if you look at his stats, he has a 10 in defense and he has an 8 in support. So he's going to be very tanky. He's going to have a lot of survivability, but along with that, he's also going to be able to heal himself and allies, so you're going to be able to stay alive a lot longer than a lot of the other characters will. So like I said, he's the easiest character in the game. He's very tanky, a lot of survivability. If this is a character that you guys might see yourself playing, then there you guys go as far as that. Now that we've got done talking about all of that, though, I do want to get into the abilities. As you guys see right here, his first ability is going to be Righteous Strike. Hitting an enemy causes an explosion of healing energy to shoot out and heal Wingrave and nearby allies. So you will press this, and then he will swing, do damage, and then it's basically going to be an AoE heal for him and his allies. Now obviously, if you're playing by yourself, you won't have any allies, but even still, it is a really nice just beginner ability. As you guys see, once he uses it, that green aura comes out and it will heal his allies or himself, whoever's in the area. The next one we're going to be talking about is Radiant Pulse. Forms a divine shield that blocks projectiles and boosts defense of allies standing behind it. So not only is he now able to block damage from enemies, he's also going to be boosting the defense of any allies standing behind the shield. As you guys see right here, they show you the enemy hitting him, and then they show him putting the wall up, so the enemy, does it again, and then it gets blocked, as you guys see right here. So really nice supportive ability. Just basically allowing you or your allies to not take damage, and it's giving a buff to the team, which is going to be really nice. So already with two abilities, he can heal and he can buff defense. Really good support character overall. The third ability is going to be Judgment. Marks enemies for judgment. Anyone hitting a judged enemy will restore their own health. So basically, this will give anyone that hits an enemy basically lifesteal. So whenever you hit an enemy, you will heal back. And you can see that they have judgment on them because they have the halo above their heads. And then and the thing about his kit that is so good, that I like so much, is that you are basically able to do everything yourself, or if you're playing with a team, all of your abilities interact with the team as well. So this is a very universal character. This is a very team-oriented character. But if you like this type of class and you want to play by yourself, you can also do that as well. You can, build damage and everything like that. So don't think that just because you're playing this class, you can't do any damage. You do still have a sword. You do still have weapons. You can still do some damage. You're just not going to be dishing out as much damage as some of the other damage classes. Now that we're done talking about that, I want to talk about his ultimate ability, which is Divine Aegis, a powerful barrier that makes anyone standing in it immune to damage and heals them over time. So with this, once again, if you're standing inside this big AoE, you're going to be healing over time and you won't take any damage. All four of his three abilities and his ultimate all are team oriented, but can also be used just for himself if you need to. I really like that his kit is universal, and the fact that maybe you're playing with friends and you're helping your friends out, maybe you're playing by yourself, maybe you go into a dungeon so you're playing with some random people. Whatever the situation calls for, or whatever the case may be, he can be used to the most of his ability. And like I said, with you healing over time and not taking damage, you literally will not die, and this goes for you and your team. So very good abilities overall as far as all of that goes. Now, looking at his passive ability, Healing Pulse, melee finishers heal Wingrave and one nearby ally. So this is going to be really good because let's say you're fighting a whole bunch of mobs or enemies and Wingrave is getting the last hit, or he's getting the melee finisher. He will heal himself, which is very good, but if you have any ally that's low, you can heal them as long as they're close to you. Now obviously you'll have to, coordinate with your team and make sure that if someone's low, they move closer to Wingrave so that this can proc on them. But even if you don't have any allies that are low, if anyone needs HP and they're close to Wingrave, they will also heal. So literally all of his abilities are healing the team, and then on top of that, he's super tanky and giving the team survivability. Now that we're done talking about that, I want to talk about a signature weapon, Bastion. The names of the Celestial Architects are woven into the steel, and a champion with faith can still call on their light. Now, I want you guys to know, as far as Wayfinders goes, whenever you choose a class or character, like say you choose Wingrave, you do not have to use a sword and shield. You can use a scythe, you can use one of the really big swords, you can use any weapon you want. This is just Wingrave's signature weapon. So for anybody that wants to switch weapons on any characters, you can do that. But like I said, as far as the signature weapon goes, it will be the sword and shield. Now, talking about the weapon ability, Power Bash, Shield Bash to do massive impact and guard break damage. This is going to be really nice because whenever you use this, number one, you will, Shield Bash the enemy, and it can guard break, which is going to be really nice if your team's trying to get off a lot of burst damage in a short window. You Shield Bash, you'll do a massive impact, you'll guard break the enemy, and you guys can get off some damage if you want to or need to do that. Now, I'm not going to go over the backstory, but if you guys do want to read his backstory, it is right here. Just pause the video, read over the backstory yourself. I'll also have the link to this website in the description, so there you guys go as far as that. But anyways, that is Wingrave. Like I said, very tanky character. He is going to have a lot of survivability. He can buff his team. He can block damage for his team. He can keep his team alive. He is a very, very insane universal support. So if there's anybody that thinks that this might be for them, or they like this type of playstyle, this very well could be the character for you. Now keep in mind, whenever you start the game, you will pick one Wayfinder character / class. So if you do pick Wingrave, you will have to then unlock the other classes. So before you guys choose Wingrave, I will be making a video over every single class / character. So make sure you guys check out all of those. That way you know exactly who you want to choose and who you want to start the game with. Now obviously you can unlock the other ones fairly early. It's not too difficult to do, but you do want to just make sure you choose your starting class / character properly. Otherwise, you're going to be locked into playing a character that you don't really want to, or playing a class that you don't really like. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.